Hi guys, welcome back to Dudley Be Right. This is Ellis Dudley. I just wanted to check in with you guys and shoot another video. We are shifting our energy towards real estate. We usually help real estate professionals and real estate investors looking, with rental properties who are looking for a little bit more of an accounting and tax kind of support. They're at a point where they're moving, they're scaling their businesses and their portfolios growing. Now they need property management, now they need an accountant and a tax person. So we have shifted Dudley Accounting Services for real estate professionals, real estate investors, and our ideal clients are real estate investors and real estate professionals. And we mainly focus on those real estate investors who have, 4 plus units, usually buy and hold units, Class B properties, looking for to mitigate their taxes, save them a lot of time, and also be tax compliant. That's the number one thing that we do within Dudley Accounting Services. One of our main core services is CFO services. So we're an accounting and tax firm, cloud-based accounting and tax firm. So a lot of people have an accounting and tax department in-house, right? But we try to make clients aware of how expensive that is versus having an outsourced accounting and tax firm to handle all of your stuff. And that way you can focus more so on growing your portfolio, getting more properties, and saving more money on taxes. So today I wanted to get on the on live today and just get, be real. I love real estate. I love accounting. Real estate accounting is the best. It's a lot of things, moving pieces out there. Just becoming an expert each and every day. I don't know everything, but I strive to know as much as I can to help as many people as I can with what I have. We're slowly but surely building our firm out. We do service small business organizations, but that was kind of tiring because everybody had different businesses and different problems. So we want to focus on real estate investors with buy and hold rental properties, 4 units or more. And we focus on making it easy for you guys, really. So our CFO services are available. You can reach out to us at dudleyaccountingservices.com. The link is in the description, just to get a little bit more background of where you're at, with your rentals. You have a big portfolio, you're just getting started, you don't know how to structure your entities correctly. We do all of that. But yeah, basically our CFO services, we're basically going over strategy development, which is growth, right? We focus on growth, financial management, which is a financial reporting, budgeting, that you'll need to kind of encompass everything. How does your, portfolio manage itself? You collect rent, but like, where does that rent go? Is it go through a lockbox system? Do you just receive cash, or do you have it to where they pay with a credit card? So we go into the different things that you might need as far as banking products to make your life a little bit more easier. Then we have treasury functions, and that's a line of credit. So if you have a big line of credit, we kind of accrue for the line of credit, and then we kind of keep track of when you make payments on that line of credit, and then just keeping an eye on your cash flow. Like, how much cash do you have available to spend, or working capital do you have to spend on developments, or a new roof, or fixing up a room, stuff like that. Basically cash management. Cash forecasting, so just forecasting how much money you'll have in the future. If you have rental income coming in, we can kind of forecast out what your earnings will look like in the future, so we can plan and then kind of mitigate taxes the best way we can. And then risk mitigation. So I'm reading off a board back here. I'm reading it just so you guys know. Risk mitigation, depending on what type of rental property you have, whether it's short term or it's long term, depends on really a lot of factors go into what type of insurance you have. So we kind of have a risk mitigation till we kind of figure out your insurance coverage, is that the right one for your particular situation. And then you have A board of director heirs. So these are people who have S corps or corporations who have a portfolio going on within and they run it as a corporation. So they run board minute meetings. So we kind of analyze if your board is actually, being productive. It's kind of like the KPIs, if you will, to see if it's a measurement to see if your board of directors are actually being effective. Whether you need to get more board of directors or you need to praise the board of directors that you have for giving you good advice. We, go over that stuff. Next thing for a CFO services, we got two more: profit plus process improvement. So you want to improve your profit. I know within real estate, with buy and hold, the opportunity lies within buying more properties, getting more money from banks. A lot of people want to know. I had a client could literally come to me and say, "Hey, I want to get more money from my lenders, so I need to make my income look, not look like it's more, but I need to report more income so I can get, I need to report more income on my Schedule D so I can get more from the lender, right?" So I went through with him and I said, like, hey, so if you put if you, say you made a lot of money, flipping houses, which was his situation, he made a lot of money flipping houses, but he also had buy and hold. And it was kind of like, do you want to be classified as a dealer or do you want to be classified as a real estate agent, which he is? Being classified as a dealer for him, the gain from the property is not a capital income anymore, capital expense or anything. It is ordinary because a dealer is an ordinary expense for a dealer to be in the business of doing deals. So it's ordinary income. It's in a different tax bracket than capital expenses. The capital rate. So your capital rate is a little bit more favorable depending on what you got going on. But we definitely want to be cognizant. What I kind of told him was like, hey, do you want to get more money from the lenders by, reporting a higher income level, not taking as many deductions and not depreciating as much as you can? That way, you're paying more taxes, and his thing was like, he wants to get more money from the lender and also pay less taxes, which doesn't make sense because if you increase your income, you're going to pay more in taxes anyway. If you decrease your income using all the tools that you can, you're going to pay less taxes, meaning that you're going to get less from the lender. So we focus on profit and process improvement. So a lot of people just really want to be on the right path of everything. Let's see. So we review your business processes, how you conduct business, your accounting process. What kind of accounting process do you have now? Is it kind of working for you? Is it not? Let's see. And then your gross margin analysis, right? You could be making a lot of money, but you have a lot of expenses. And your gross margin, which is your net income, your profit, is super low, and it remains super low because you have, super big amounts of expenses that's knocking out of all your rental income coming in. So we kind of want to be mindful of our gross margin analysis. Excuse me. Then you got an expense category review. It's kind of like a capitalization thresholds that we kind of get our property managers in the habit of doing it. So IRS likes that anything that you buy that's a capital expenditure that's over $2,500, you can capitalize it. Anything under $2,500, you can expense it. So anything over $2,500, balance sheet item. Anything under $2,500, income statement item. You can reach out to us directly a little bit. Reach out to us directly on dudleyaccountingservices.com. If you have more questions and want, more clarity, we do give free 10 to 15 minutes discovery calls just to figure out what you got going and see if we can be of value to your situation. And lastly, for our CFO services, we have the IT assessment. So that's just assessing your systems and what you have to see if we need to put in a replacement strategy. I had a client who they're running payroll a certain way, and all of their people can go in and just book their time 8.5 hours I did 8.5 hours today, and they put in 8.5 hours, and they were good to go. But this new system that they had, they couldn't do that. They couldn't just put in anything they wanted. It was a little bit harder for them to kind of manage and get used to. So we kind of had to go and reassess like whether that system or that product would even work, and kind of do a little bit of training, internal training ourselves. Like we don't do the training, but internal training to use the product more efficiently in IT, because convenience is everything. If people can pay you conveniently, you're going to get paid, right? That's the name of the game. And then implementation management. So anything that you need to implement or do, we try to, keep that at the forefront of your mind. If we do become your outsourced accounting firm and tax firm, we try to keep everything in front of your mind so you can be mindful of what's going on in your business. And also, you just don't have to do all the accounting and tax on your own. You can just hire a firm to do it as well. But I just wanted to go over our ideal client. I didn't want to be before you guys too long today. But then I came up with a new game, and it's called Find the Leader. I think I can share it. Let's see. I'm going to share it next time. I'm going to share it next Sunday with you all. But it's a new game that I created within myself. Since I am building my accounting firm up, it's just me, and I have partners and associates and stuff that help me out. We have bookkeepers and stuff like that help me out. But this is kind of like management, in those 7 core departments that you have with any business, So you have your marketing, which is number 1. You have your research and development, HR, sales, production, finance, and then you have management. Right, the number 1 thing that we're working on within Dudley Accounting Services is marketing. So we're rebranding ourselves to market just to our buy and hold real estate investors, owning 4 plus units in their property, kind of looking for, to scale their business and go to the next step. And then production, like I'm doing all the work right now. I have help and stuff too, but I want to hire somebody full time to really take over, because this whole thing about finding a leader for each different department is really dependent on the want of that person, and finding the people who are really inspired and really motivated to do a good job, right? So in each department, I have to do it, necessarily myself until I find somebody who does it better than me, right? So that's the goal. So we'll just go over that next time that we talk on Sunday. But thanks for tuning in to Dudley Do Right. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more videos about real estate and accounting. And I'll be back next Sunday. Peace.